In the dry savannas of Africa and the forests of Asia lives a creature so bold, so resilient, that it has earned the title of the most fearless animal in the world, the honey badger. At first glance, it may not look impressive. About the size of a small dog with a stocky body, shaggy fur, and a face that hardly inspires fear, the honey badger doesn't strike you as a dangerous predator. But that first impression is one of nature's greatest tricks. This animal is a living paradox, small but unbreakable, reckless yet strategic, constantly underestimated but nearly impossible to kill. Lions avoid it, cobras fear it, and hyenas have learned to think twice before engaging it. What makes this animal so extraordinary is not just its toughness, but the many unique adaptations that allow it to turn the tables on enemies many times its size. The skin of the honey badger is unlike that of most mammals. It is incredibly tough and loose. Arrows and spears from local tribes often fail to pierce it, and even sharp teeth from predators struggle to break through. But the real trick lies in how loose the skin is. When an enemy bites or grabs a honey badger, it can twist around inside its own skin and bite its attacker back, even if it is caught in the jaws of a much larger predator. Imagine being bitten by a lion, only to have your prey suddenly turn inside your own grip and sink its teeth into your face. That's the nightmare every predator faces when dealing with a honey badger. But toughness alone isn't enough. The honey badger is also incredibly intelligent. Studies have shown that it can solve complex problems, escape enclosures, and even use tools. In some wildlife reserves, honey badgers have been caught rolling logs, dragging sticks, or climbing fences in order to reach food. One famous honey badger named Stoffel became world-renowned for his ability to outsmart humans and break out of any cage. His story spread globally as proof that this animal's mind is just as dangerous as its teeth. Then comes the fearlessness. Honey badgers raid beehives despite being stung hundreds of times, devour venomous snakes with little hesitation, and even march straight into the territory of lions. How do they survive cobra bites that could kill a human in under an hour? Scientists discovered that honey badgers have a partial immunity to venom. When bitten, they may collapse and appear dead for a while, but in many cases they wake up hours later, shake themselves off, and continue their hunt. This biological superpower makes them one of the rare mammals capable of surviving repeated encounters with venomous snakes. Their diet is just as extreme. Honey badgers eat everything: birds, reptiles, rodents, eggs, carrion, and of course honey. They rip apart beehives not only for the sweet reward but also for the protein-rich larvae inside. Their name might sound sweet, but their appetite is pure savagery. The honey badger's strategy in nature is simple: intimidate, endure, and retaliate. When threatened, it raises its hackles, emits a foul-smelling musk from its anal glands, worse than a skunk's, and lets out a ferocious growl. This display is often enough to send larger predators running. But if intimidation doesn't work, the honey badger does not retreat. It attacks, lunging at sensitive areas like the face, nose, and even genitals of its enemies. This ruthless precision makes it one of the most respected creatures of the African plains. Yet the honey badger's story isn't only about brutality. It is also a lesson in survival and resilience. In some African folklore, the honey badger is seen as a symbol of courage and persistence. Tribes admire its refusal to back down and often use it as a metaphor for warriors who face overwhelming odds but never surrender. Scientists believe the honey badger has survived for millions of years because of this combination of intelligence, toughness, and ferocity. Unlike many predators, it doesn't rely on size or speed. It relies on adaptability. In an environment where food is scarce and danger is everywhere, being unkillable is the ultimate evolutionary advantage. Even today, researchers continue to be amazed by the honey badger's endurance. It is not invincible. Lions, leopards, and hyenas do occasionally kill them, but the risk of injury is so high that most predators simply choose easier prey. This cost of conflict is why the honey badger, despite its size, sits near the top of the respect ladder in the animal kingdom. The honey badger reminds us of an important truth. Strength is not always measured by size. Sometimes, the greatest power lies in resilience, intelligence, and the refusal to give up. It is a living embodiment of one of nature's harshest lessons: never underestimate the small and determined. And perhaps the most shocking fact: despite its reputation, the honey badger is not endangered. Its toughness has allowed it to thrive in some of the harshest environments on Earth, proving once again that resilience is the ultimate survival strategy. So the next time you think of lions as the kings of the savannah, remember that there is one animal that even lions hesitate to fight: the honey badger, small, fierce, and nearly unkillable. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It will be interesting further on.